Hi everyone and welcome back to Dev Portal. Today we are starting a new series on exception handling in Java. In this video, we will cover the basic of what an exception is, the different types of exception in Java, and why exception handling is crucial for building robust application. So let's get started. First thing first, what exactly an exception is? An exception is an event that occurs during the execution of a program and disrupts its normal flow. This could happen due to various reasons such as invalid user input or any coding error or even a hardware failure. In Java, exceptions are the object that represent the error or unexpected event that a program might encounter. Now let's talk about the two main categories of exception in Java, checked exception and unchecked exception. First, let's talk about the checked exception. Checked exceptions are the exceptions that are checked at the compile time. This means that Java compiler forces us to handle these exceptions either by using try-catch block or by declaring them using the throws keyword. Some common example of checked exceptions are IOException or SQLException. These are the situations where we know exception might occur, so JVM requires us to handle this exception explicitly. Now let's talk about the unchecked exception. Unchecked exceptions are the exceptions that occur at runtime, meaning they don't need to be explicitly caught or declared in the method signature. These exceptions often arise due to logical error or improper use of an API. Some common example of unchecked exceptions are ArithmeticException or NullPointerException. Unchecked exceptions are usually point to developer errors and are not required to be caught at compile time. Now let's go to the STS where we will see a small example to understand in a better way. So what I will do, I will write one code which will throw the runtime exception, and we will see that at compile time, during compilation our Java code will get compiled successfully, but when we try to run the code it will throw the error. So let me write int result is equal to 10 divided by 0. Now let me add sysout statement result colon plus result. Let me save this code. Now what I will do, I will go to the CMD. This is the path where my file is present, and I will try to compile my code. Java C exceptionhandling.demo.java, and you can see the code got compiled successfully. Now we have saw that code has got compiled successfully. Now when we try to run this code, Java will throw an arithmetic exception at runtime because dividing by 0 is mathematically undefined. This program will crash and we won't get any output after the exception is thrown. Let me run the code, and you can see it has thrown java.lang.arithmeticException due to divide by 0. To handle exception properly, it is important to understand the Java hierarchy of exception. At top of this hierarchy, we have a throwable class. Every exception in Java is a subclass of throwable class. Let me write in the comments. First is the throwable class. And if I show you the Java docs for this, you can see the throwable class is the superclass of all the error and exception in the Java language. There are two key subclasses of throwable class. One is the exception class, another one is the error class. Let me write that as well. First is the exception. And when we talk about exception, this class is used to represent most of the errors in a program that can be reasonably handled. Exceptions are further divided into checked and unchecked exceptions, which we just discussed. Next is the error class. So if I write error, and let me show you the Java doc for this as well. Under error, this class represents serious issues that are not meant to be handled by the program, such as out of memory error or stack overflow error. Error usually indicate program with the JVM or hardware failure, and they are beyond our control of the application. Even you can see in the Java doc, it has mentioned indicates serious problems that a reasonable application should not try to catch. So now let's come to the summary. Exceptions are the event that disturb the normal flow of a program. Java categorizes exception into checked and unchecked exceptions, whereas throwable is the base class of all the exceptions. And exceptions are further divided into exception and error categories. In our next video, we will dive into how to handle this exception in Java using try-catch block to prevent crash and gracefully recover from the error. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Dev Portal for more such tutorials. Hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next part of our series on exception handling. If you have any queries, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.